Yo, you got the original Lone Wolf coming at you with a little video. I wanted to chop it up with y'all for a minute. It's been a couple of days since I made the last video. Much love to y'all. Shout out to all of my new subscribers. Shout out to all my subscribers in general. I want to cover a couple of things. And yeah, this is going to be a screen share. I'm going to need y'all to look at this. People are going to have to start paying some attention to this. And this also is going to show you how people are really divided. And, you know, not everybody, because quite naturally, if a lot of y'all are really rocking with me, then y'all understand that whole thing about division and you try to stay away from it. But it will let you know that the masses of people still are at disarray when it comes down to uniting on any fronts of any kind. Now, what I am going to do really quick is I'm going to point out two words, right? And with these two words, we're going to put those things together and we're going to go to take a look at something else. But this is in regards to the Second Amendment. And I want everybody to understand that, man. Pay close attention to this because I feel like this is very important. And I don't think enough of our own people are really wide awoke yet to even understand what the hell is really going on. So please, guys, pay attention to this because I'm really trying to show y'all something. And this is, y'all know this is how I am when you see a screen share. I'm really trying to show you some shit. All right, so now, look, you got the word keep, which they have as a verb. That's what the V stands for. It says keep, to seize, hold, seek after, desire, also to observe or carry out in practice, look out for, regard, pay attention to. From Proto-Dramatic, which is of uncertain origin, or Old English, cespan was used. 1000, I guess that's the century 1000, to render Latin observe. So perhaps it is related to Old English caption, to look, which would make the basic sense to keep an eye on, see to it. All right, now when you go down here, listen to this part. It says the senses exploded in Middle English to guard, defend, restrain, and it has someone in parentheses. It say for doing something, take care of, look after, protect, or preserve from harm, damage, etc. Preserve, maintain, carry on, a shop, store, etc. Prevent from entering or leaving, forced to remain or stay. Preserve without loss or change. Okay? Now, let's do this. Let's take a look at something. Come on. So now let's go to bear. It's a carrying of oneself, deportment, verbal noun from bear. The meaning of direction or point or the compass in which a subject is seen or is moving and is from 1630s. Now, it says down here, because it's a verb also, it says to carry, bring forth, give birth, to produce, to endure without resistance, to support, hold up, sustain, to wear. Okay. It goes on to, from Old Saxon baron, to bear, give birth, Middle Dutch baron, carry a child, Old High German baron, German Giebaren, or however you pronounce that, Old Norse bera, carry, bring, bear, endure. Okay, notice that word carry. Okay, so now this is what we're gonna do, so you all can understand, because I know you're like, what the hell is this dude? What the hell are you talking about? Let's flip back over here to here. Under the Second Amendment, it's and then they go to show you how short the sentence is to give you an idea as we get into that part about I was saying about how the country and shit is so divided. Now we're getting off into that. Look at this little bitty ass sentence that you get for the Second Amendment, right? A well-regulated militia being necessary to security of the free state, the right of the people to keep and bear arms shall not be infringed. Notice it says keep and bear. Do you see that? For all you people who don't understand why somebody like me be like, man, fuck a concealed permit. What the fuck you niggas talking about? How do we get to that part? Do you all know what keep and bear mean? It's like, are you kidding me? I just read it to you. That was the whole point. That was the whole point of me starting with that. I just read the etymology of both of the words. It's like, wait a minute, where did the concealed permit part come in and you get to deny me and all? How does that work? Now, I am all for people learning how to do certain things that could turn out to be disastrous, right? But I don't believe in licensing them to do it. One is to travel. I believe that everybody should learn how to operate a vehicle or whatever vehicle that is moderate in whatever time we're living in. Rather, if you all got fucking time machines and you can go back to the future, whatever. But just the current time we living in today. I can understand making sure that the people who get behind the wheel of automobiles know what they're doing. I'm with that 100%. But to make them have to have permission to be able to travel within that automobile, that's where I draw the line. Now, there's exceptions, like, you know, you allowing somebody to get behind the wheel of a car and get on the freeway and they never driven a car. It's like, well, yeah, we got to do something about that. That you can't do. But in terms of that person learning how to actually do it, which is no different than how kids learn today. It's the same as how, no, it was a little different for me because I was 13 when I first started driving. So I'll take that back. I can't include myself. But with a lot of other people, they all learned the same way kids are learning today. Somebody older showed them, and you started out in the parking lot and usually early in the morning and then sometimes late at night when there's not a lot of people around, blah, 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 right? But for you to have permission after you have learned how to operate the automobile, I am against that. And it's no different than with the Second Amendment. Now, I don't have a problem with people having to learn how to operate firearms and this, that, and the other. Because, you know, the shit is dangerous. You could blow them up. If you own guns like the kind of guns I own, you could take somebody's head clean off their shoulders with the right ammo. So it's like, yeah, I could kind of understand, you know, people, you know, wanting to make sure that this person know how to operate this, you know, this arm safely. Not necessarily that they're trying to hurt somebody, but, you know, it was an accident. You know, I got a homie who went to prison real quick, long time ago. Back in the day, back when we was doing our thing in the streets on the south side, far south side of Chicago in the Huntins, right? One of the guys shot one of the other guys, right? On an accident, fucking around with a hairpin trigger, bullshitting while we was shorties. Killed him. 1,000% accident. They gave Buddy 40 years for that. It was like 35 years that they gave him. And what was so ironic about it, it was that the guy he killed, family went to court and told him it was an accident. You know what I'm saying? It was a straight up accident. Fucking around, 16, 17 years old, don't know what the hell you doing, which is alluding to the point that I'm trying to make now about making sure that people know how to operate them. That's why I'm alluding to that. That's why I'm telling you guys this story first, so you understand. Something like that happened. It wasn't to me, but it was to two people that I knew personally. Knew them. We was in the streets together. We was running the streets. We was the same age and shit. You know what I'm saying? Either he still in prison or he'll just be getting out. Straight up. I gotta hit my cousin up down in Alabama and shit, because I know he had been kind of keeping more on track and contact than I have been. But I gotta hit him up to see if he ain't out by now, he'll be just getting out. And I'm talking about, man, the motherfucking judge threw the book at his ass. And he had just turned 17. He was either just turning 17 or just turning 18. One of the two, because I think he might have been a year older than me at the time, because I think I was like 17 when it happened. But still, man, the judge threw the book at his ass over an accident. Motherfucking family came to court and was like, it was an accident. We know you're going to lock him up, but we just want you to know it's going to be hard for us to get over this. But because they were good friends and this was not an argument, they weren't fighting over money and drugs, the gun just went off. It happened. As God is my witness, this is a true story I'm telling you, right? Which is alluding to you being able to know how to safely operate this firearm. I get it. I 100% understand it, because all it takes is one shot. He shot fam one time, killed him. One time, man, gun went off, pow, it was over with. He out of there. So it only take one time. You dig? It only take one time, and that could be that person's life at the very worst. Or you could just end up injured, at the very least. You know what I'm saying? So I get that. But once these people are qualified and they actually learn and they know how to operate a firearm, you're not supposed to be telling these people they need permission. That is 1,000% bullshit. And if people understood what the hell a well-regulated militia is, because it ain't the goddamn police. The police is a fucking gang. All right? They ain't no different than GDs. I'm telling you, man, if you've been out there in them streets, you already know. I don't give a fuck if you in LA or goddamn it, Miami or wherever. If you've been in them streets, you know the police is a fucking gang. And law enforcement has always been them against the people. Always. Always. That's a gang. But people don't know what the hell a well-regulated militia is. They say it's being necessary to the security of a free state. You do know a free state could be Illinois, but it could also be Chicago. It could also be Nebraska. You got to understand, under Title 26 of the IRC, when they mention the word state, they only talking about Washington, D.C., Guam, Puerto Rico, the Virgin Islands and shit. You understand? Fuck duality. The word state has so many different ways that they define it that that's a class in itself that I could do on here. That's a class in itself. Okay? It say the right of the people to keep and bear arms. It say, and the bear part too. You do know that, right? They get to keep them and they get to possess them. They get to carry them. This is the reason why I started out with the etymology of the word. You saw carry all through there. Carry, carry, carry. So where did this whole thing about you needing concealed permits and you needing permission, because that's what a license is. That's what a permit is. You got to remember, a permit is short for permission. All you do is take the T off the end and just keep spelling it. What did they tell you? Oh, well, shit. Seeing that this is already a damn law dictionary, let's go up here myself. Oh, my God. How in the hell did I get up here? I don't want any of this shit, and it's on my damn screen. Yeah, you got to love this. Hang on, guys. I'm trying to get rid of my damn YouTube, and it won't let me. This is some dumb ass nonsense. Let me out of here. See? All right, hold on, guys. My screen may be a little weird for a second. Just give me a second. Let me remove this trash. Oh, my God. Yes, I want to remove it, but you won't let me. And I want to know why. What in the fuck? Seriously? Thank you. My God. So seeing that we back here at a law dictionary anyway, because y'all know at the bottom of the Black Laws Dictionary, when you get past Z, they got the Constitution wrote in them. All right. Y'all need to go to Google and I could either send it to you via email or you can go to Google and just download the PDF yourself. Whether if it's Black Laws, 4th, 5th, 6th, whatever. I got like 4 or 5 different ones. But anyway, let's go look up the definition of license. I'm over here running my mouth and shit. But let's see what a law dictionary. This is 6th edition. Black's Laws. Let's see what it tell you what the definition of a motherfucking license is. And ask me if you don't sound like FCDFGHIJKL. Damn, I'm too far down. Okay, so let me know that you don't feel like a damn child when you read this damn shit. And they got license and shit over everything. How the fuck I need permission? I need permission to do what? And see, this is what the brother Grey Wolf was talking about when he was saying that he won his court case in the Supreme Court for the right to travel. And you need to call me too, Grey Wolf. Straight up, man. We got to get together, man. You can hit me up anytime after 2:30, 3 o'clock Central Time, man. You know what I'm saying? Like to call me on the phone, to like get me on the phone. But you need to call me, bruh. Straight up, because I need the motherfucking case number. See, I need shit like that, man. When I go and I terrorize Cook County clerks and shit when they try to give me motherfucking moving violations, I send their ass letters like, hey, you do know I know y'all are business and shit, right? I send them tax papers. I know they be looking at me like I'm fucking retarded when they get the mail and shit, and they, and they open up and it's just a nice letter, and they're like, "Hey, Mr. and Mrs. Such and Such, yeah, this is what these motherfuckers did to me a couple of days ago, and I just want you to know that I know that you motherfuckers is a business and shit." And that because I have not broken any laws by man and by nature and by God, that all that pulling me over and giving me those tickets bullshit, it's like, y'all already know you niggas is bogus as hell. Here go y'all Dunn's number. It's registered to 50 West Washington. Okay, Chicago, Illinois, 60602 or some shit, room 1001. That's your office, Mrs. Clerk. Ain't you the clerk of the court of the circuit court of Cook County? Ain't your office in 50 West Washington on the 10th floor, room 10001? Hey, here goes the tax papers. But anyway, I just had to throw that part in there because people blow me away with this license shit. All right, where is it? Oh, we passed it. Look at this shit. Wait. Oh, I got to brighten up my screen. Hold on, because this is funny. This shit, man. And they rewrote it a little bit too, but what does it say? It's a personal privilege to do something particular act or series of acts on land without possessing any estate or interest therein and ordinarily revocable at the will of... Wait a minute. I need to go back to an older one because this don't say what the older dictionary say. Let me see. Let me go down a little bit. Then they give you case law and shit too, which I like about these dictionaries. But anyway, it says letter of license, marriage license, permit. A permit granted by appropriate governmental body, generally for consideration to a person, firm, or corporation to pursue some occupation or to carry on some business subject to regulation under the police power. A license is not a contract between the state and the licensee, but is a mere personal permit. Okay, but you know what? All right, I'm gonna have to leave that there because this is not. Oh, wait a minute. Maybe I got my wires crossed. Is that Bouvier's dictionary that they say that in? I think it is. And Bouvier's dictionary is a constitutional dictionary. I think that's where I might have my damn wires crossed. You know what? Y'all just gonna have to hold on 1 second because now I'm tripping. So let me pause this real quick and go pull out my damn Bouvier's license. I mean my Bouvier's dictionary. Hang on 1 second. I do apologize to all of my viewers. Much love to y'all. I apologize, but I had my wires crossed as I thought. Is actually in the Bouvier dictionary. Bouvier dictionary is the only one that I have a hard copy on. All my other ones is like on my phone, you know, on my laptop, stuff like that. But my Bouvier is a hard copy. So I'm going to just read it to y'all. It's a license, right? And then right after that, it's a contracts. Okay? And y'all wonder why I be telling y'all about these videos that I make when they pull me over and I throw the cases out and shit. Y'all wonder why I be telling them I don't want a contract with you. I literally tell cops that. You know what I'm saying? See, when you understand how this game is played, you don't even get pissed off at them no more. You don't even, you know what I'm saying? You get to play the game with them now to where you can be cool, calm, and collective and say things very nicely like, sir, I don't want a contract with you. And when they get upset and start yelling and screaming, demand a supervisor. Say, my life is threatened. Turn the game on them. That's how you got to do it now. And don't let them have a body camera on. Oh, hell yeah. From that point forward, get your supervisor, sir. I no longer trust you. I don't want to trust you. You're here to serve the public, and I feel threatened by you. I'm a member of the public. I feel threatened by you. Get your supervisor. Straight up. Turn the game around on them. Be like, you know I got y'all Dunn's number, right? Oh, you don't know what that is? Sucks to be you, homie. Officer homie. But anyway, let me read it. So after the word license, right, and this is coming out of Bouvier's dictionary, which is my hard copy. Right after license, it says contracts. It's a right given by some competent authority to do an act, right? Because keep in mind, they're actors. This is the reason why you be hearing Redwood say they got costumes and shit on. Like, the nigga be serious, because it's true. It's literally true, man. Like he not like shooting shots at them and putting them down. He telling you the truth. They are wearing costumes because they actors. Where you think he getting that from? Where you think he getting that from to be able to tell you they wearing a costume? The judges, the fucking cops and shit, because they actors. Okay? It's a to do an act which without such authority would be illegal. I'm going to read that one more time because I want to expound on that. Because that's an oxymoron and it's highly contradictory to the Second Amendment, right? It say, after the word license, it says contracts with an S at the end of contracts. It say contracts, plural. It say a right given by some competent authority to do an act. Keep in mind Hollywood. Just keep Hollywood in your mind or keep like a TV show in your mind when you hear the word act because it's literal. That's literally what it is. It's an act. Or if you seen somebody juggle or if you like, you know what I'm saying, been to the circus or some old shit, niggas blowing fire rings and all this stuff. It's an act, literally. Okay? It says to do an act which without such authority would be illegal. Well, it's like, well, wait a minute. I have a right to keep and bear arms. Okay? Because we can expound on the permit part. Like I could go through that, looking up the definition of permit. It still leads back to permission. You see what I'm saying? So you have to ask yourself, well, wait a minute, if I had a right to keep and bear arms, then where does the concealed permit and all this other shit come from? Where does all of this whole thing about, you like in Illinois, you got to have this little piece of plastic, little fucking ID called a firearm owner ID card in order to even get a gun or even buy bullets. It's like, wow. Because the fucking people are slow. Let me just answer it for you. Let me give you the quick, sweet answer. Because people stupid. And they allow this kind of shit to happen because they don't want to take the time to do what it is that I'm doing right now while I'm making this fucking video. And even the ones who do know won't get off their ass and do anything because all of the fluoride and all of the other bullshit they've been pumped up with the tap water and all of the crap that's in the food and the drinks and shit. Have y'all noticed? Again, I was born June the 22nd, 1977, right? That make me roughly 45 and a half years old, right? For anybody that's my age and older, have y'all noticed how many drinks there are on the shelf in grocery stores and gas stations? Man, they didn't used to have all that motherfucking shit. Where did all that shit come from? And you gonna tell me that all of that dye and all of that garbage that they putting in that shit that these people are drinking, that's not having some sort of effect on their mental? I say it does. Okay, but again, you just read. I just started this off with the etymology of the word bear and the word keep, right? I just did that. I opened up the video with that. We just read the Second Amendment. It's a keep and bear, so it's like I don't get that shit. Then when you get into the permits and the licenses and shit, they tell you right after the word license in the Bouvier dictionary, the first word after license is contracts. Lone Wolf been telling y'all for years, especially y'all that's been down with me since my first channel. I've been telling y'all for years, man, the police roll up on me, I tell them, I want a contract with you. Straight up, you can write as many tickets as you want. That's on you, but I don't agree to any of this shit. Straight up. They got case law that tell you the only way your ass can be locked up for statutes and codes is with your consent. It's like, excuse me? You lost your motherfucking mind. I'm not going. Maybe I'm one of those people that don't drink all those drinks. Maybe I'm one of those people that noticed that after all these years, they got a lot of drinks. Like, where'd all these drinks come from? Damn. And not to mention other stuff. Okay? Contracts. A right given by some competent authority to do an act which without such authority would be illegal. So you mean to tell me that I got to go to somebody? This is how you know that the state you get married in is a corporation. All right. Not to mention I didn't show y'all they DUNS numbers and all that other bullshit by state. Okay. I didn't show y'all all that. I showed y'all a lot of the governmental entities, they DUNS number to show you that they corporations. blowing these motherfuckers out of the water. Here's how you know that you bringing a third party into your relationship when you get married. The very first word at the license in a constitutional dictionary says contracts. That's the very first word. Now, I'm going to leave it at that, man. I'm going to get up out of here. I didn't really mean to make it this long, but you guys need to understand this. And I apologize that, you know what I'm saying, I don't have my, I should turn my camera on just to show y'all the dictionary, but a lot of y'all already know I got it. You know, like some of my old subscribers, y'all already know I got the dictionaries. But like I say, that's, Bouvier is the only dictionary that I got as a hard copy. You know what I'm saying? Like my Black Laws and all those, is like on my phone and my laptop. And see, the thing about it, because licenses and all that shit is contracts, right? Contracts is business, right? That's why you need a Black Laws dictionary when you're dealing with contracts. See, this is where you get your information from about discharging debt. You have to look up what the word statement means. You have to look up what a bond is. You have to look up what a coupon is. Like all that shit is in Black Laws dictionary, right? Because when you go to tear that shit off at the bottom where it say tear this off and attach with payment, a lot of times up in the top right-hand corner or the top left-hand corner or the part you tow off, it'll say payment coupon. So when you see something like that on your light bill or your car note or your mortgage, you're supposed to go to a Black Laws dictionary and you look up the definition of coupon. There's a definition for that. And for you women out here who like to save fucking money when you shop, you will discover that coupon mean the same fucking thing that it means for the coupons you've been using all your goddamn life. It's literally the same thing. And that's how when you get into tearing off that bottom part, that's how you get off into, that's the payment right there. But anyway, I'm going to get up out of here. This is the original Lone Wolf, man. We going to cut it there and we'll get back at it again. Shout out to everybody. Much love. Peace.